Boom. Okay, everybody. I am here with my friend Leah, and Leah is great. She's just finishing up her 16-week cycle with us, and she's been doing the online one-on-one program, and she's amazing. And so she's been working with Coach Nicole and I, and she's gotten some pretty good results, especially with her crazy schedule. So I wanted to bring her on here today, and thankfully Leah agreed to chat with us about this and kind of tell her story in the program. And so thank you for doing that, Leah. And she's super sweet, very fun, and always is positive when we chat. So I just want to kind of bring her on here and talk to you guys a little bit about what her journey has been like over the past 16 weeks and kind of some of the things we've done to help her get to this point. So without further ado, I'm not going to ruin Leah's intro of herself, but real quick, Leah, tell everybody watching and, just explain like what you were doing as far as fitness wise before we met, and maybe like what your schedule was a little bit like.
So before Tyler and I got connected, I did not have a fitness program. Really, I was doing a lot of the yo-yo stuff, beach body stuff. Nothing really worked. Met with Tyler. We did some one-on-one stuff and really put down a plan in place. Thus far, I've lost 12 pounds total and a lot of inches. My body has transformed into this different piece altogether, and I'm very proud of the amount of work. My schedule is chaotic. I got 2 kids that are in sports. I work a full-time job. Plus, I have a doctorate degree that I'm working on.
Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you. There's not a lot of room for wiggle there, but I feel like if you really want it, you got to stop making excuses and put yourself as a priority.
Right. Yeah, no, for sure. And we were kind of talking about that before. So Leah's at like the halfway point of her doctoral degree right now. So we were just talking about how it's amazing how she's doing all this stuff with Little League going on right now, and with, her degree, and with, this, she's managed to do it all. And it's just amazing how you have had that no excuse mentality throughout the whole program. Now, we've had a couple of times where we've had to sit down and have conversations and get you back on track. And that's kind of what I wanted to go into next. And you already told your results, so you ruined my third question, but that's okay. That's okay. We're excited about it. So what were some of the things that we did to help you lose the 12 pounds, help you lose the inches during this time? Like, what were some of the things that we implemented? What were some of the highlights that you would say helped you get to this point?
My highlights were definitely having accountability. I'm a person that can find an excuse, I would make it. So Tyler and Nicole had made sure that I was accountable, whether it was daily check-ins, whatever it may have been for me, what I needed in that moment. I got support from them. Right. Their structured meal plans of what I needed, and not just, here you go, take this meal and that's what you're going to get. It was very structured to what I would actually be willing to eat, and broke it down. And so it wasn't like, okay, here's 900 meals, you have to figure it out. It was, here's your calorie intake, do with it as you need to, but here's what you need to do for the day.
Right. Yeah, I think that specificity really helps a lot of people, because it can be pretty crazy when you have all this information out there online and things like that, and you don't really know what to do. But yeah, we had some different occasions where you kind of hit a road bump or a roadblock, and we sat down and talked. And what's amazing about you, Leah, is like all the action steps I gave you, it was like done right there. I said, Leah, I want you to fill out the accountability calendar. The next day, there's a photo of the accountability calendar in the group. I said, Leah, I want you to post photo and send to me and Nicole photos of your post-workout selfie. Boom. Next thing I know, Leah's sweaty face is right there on my phone. I'm like, okay, this is great. And that's what I love about you, is that you took the action steps. And a lot of times, we have the information. In this world, we have all kinds of information, but it's very hard to put it into action for some people. And you don't really have that problem. I think you just needed that direction. So aside from the inches and the weight, what were some other things that you feel like we accomplished in this program from your perspective? Maybe any other results that you wanted to share?
I've always had a really defined waistline, but after doing the program, my waistline's really defined now.
Yeah.
I lost a lot of inches off my stomach, my back, my butt area, my thighs. I mean, I think I'll still have the touching thighs forever, but they'll at least be a little less noticeable.
Right. Yeah. And so since you are no longer going to be in the program, Leah's going to go out on her own. And I feel like throughout the program, we've noticed your nutrition has been like on point. Obviously the meal plans there, the calories, everything that we set in place, but I feel like you've really come a long way as far as your knowledge base and as far as like what you were doing when we started from where we're at now. which is amazing. And the last thing I would ask you is, if someone was on the fence, they've been following me for a while, maybe creeping on my Facebook and my Instagram, Googling my name or something like that, and they're hesitant to join the program, they're on the fence, what would you tell them, and what advice would you give them?
I would definitely tell them to reach out to you, because there's a reason why they keep stalking you, so to speak. And there's a reason. There's a reason. So I think it's just a matter of them making the commitment and follow through. Financially, it was a decision I had to make, but I feel like if I really want it, I could have 1,000 excuses why I'm not going to do it. But the reality is, at the end of the day, this is about myself and my health. And I want my health. I want to be healthy for my children. I want to be healthy for every part of my life. I want to be okay. And in order to do that, I need to be healthy, and I need to be feeling good about that. And I think your program was one of the programs I can feel like I actually can follow through and do it. The rest of for what consistency reasons.
Right.
It's not hard to maintain either.
Right.
Absolutely. So I would say jump, go, and do it.
Jump, go. Just make sure if you're jumping, there's like a soft surface below you. We don't want you jumping on like a brick wall or anything like that. But yeah, Leah, I appreciate your time, and congratulations. I'm so proud of you in just every aspect of life, from your education to managing your kids' lives and their sports, and then managing your career, and then this on top of it. It's been very impressive to watch, and it's been very inspiring to see someone have that no excuse mentality, and then again that action taker mentality that makes it so much easier to work with somebody who is just takes the advice, takes what we give them, and then goes and runs with it. So I appreciate you as a client, as a friend, and taking the time to speak with all of us and explain your story. So everybody, this is Leah. If you guys want to learn more about the program, obviously reach out. And if you thought her story was great and you're watching this on Facebook or Instagram, hit the like button, let her know that we appreciate her.